tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
On for the point after.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Jackson. A nice little juke. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down now, it's Drake, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Wilson, a gain of 6 there on first. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
At the Chargers, 38.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, a slant to Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
The 25-yard line.
And now Chenault on the end around. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Andre Diggs on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Running, it's Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll It'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets them 3 more. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Nifty move by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Touchdown, L.A. A.J. Brown, 40 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Jackson to return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 43-yard line.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Gordon. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. 21-3 is your score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right.
Herbert on the keeper.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. And they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Brown, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Harrison Butker on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
They run it here with Gordon. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 11. And now hang tight here following the play. Still down on the ground. is A.J. Brown. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
1st and 10.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From the 50, here's Herbert. That's caught by Jackson. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert now. That's complete right around the 8. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Buying time to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. Herbert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle to Smith. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Wilson on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turn. but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games.
This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And this offense continues to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So we've reached halftime here. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Bengals 3.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McDonald, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down, McDonald, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Flushed out right. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 27 yards. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And this one through the uprights and good. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
Complete. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be out right at the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Lofton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
They run with Edmonds. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
The quarterback sacked. A
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Harris returning.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Running back. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, McDonald. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
He was brought down.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Doodoo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jesse James there to make the grab. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose and picked up by the Chargers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Flush to his, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Got an open man. It's Aitman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Number 29.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They'll drop the throw. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marcel Aitman there to make the grab. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. L.A. set to take over again on offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 49 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after
under pressure, and down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
James has it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled.
If they want him first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just...
And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown.
To number 88.
An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 25-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side taken in by Aitman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the...
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So that'll back him up 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Geno Atkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Geno Atkins bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taken from just outside the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
At their own 44-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. McDonald, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. First down, Chargers.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Patterson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Chargers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brent.